What's up, everybody? TJK Ryder here. And I got to thinking, and I asked myself the question, why is Call of Duty so popular, and how did it get to this point of popularity? I think when COD really took off and became the first person shooter is probably when World at War came out in like 2008. You can argue COD 4, which came out the previous year, but the point still stands. Around that point in time, people were itching to play a more military style multiplayer shooter. This was also the time Halo was dominating the genre, and maybe some people were just over the sci fi aspect and got bored. Most people went over to Call of Duty, and it was just this more modern style of combat, and it had that arcadey fun multiplayer that we all liked. Years and years of constant good games, and now here we are today with Black Ops 6. It is now the most popular Call of Duty to date, and it has sold the most copies ever in the history of the series. It also had the biggest opening weekend of launch, I believe. Now, as a whole, the franchise of Call of Duty has sold over 500 million copies since the very first game, which is honestly insane. To put this to a reference, the whole GTA series has 430 million total copies sold. Granted, that's going to skyrocket when GTA 6 inevitably comes out, I hope. It only feels like Call of Duty is just going to keep going up from here, and it's on a path that it's never even seen before. Feels like every time you think COD might start to sink, it comes back in a lifeboat and just obliterates everything that comes out near its time frame. If COD survived the stench of Vanguard, World War II, or even Infinite Warfare, then will it ever die out? Probably not. A big reason why I think COD is so popular is just because of the diversity of modes they bring. There's something to play for every type of gamer. You have a campaign for people who like story driven games, zombies for a fun cooperative experience with friends, and then you also have an arcade style multiplayer FPS. It's not tied down to one area and is forced to stay in one section. The different types of modes definitely bump up the sales of people who enjoy different parts of the game, or people even just enjoy all three, like me. A lot of people do. I also wonder why, even though they've had terrible games in the past, people still buy them no matter what. Personally, I buy Call of Duty when I see it has somewhat okay reviews. The game can be so bad, but it just still makes so much money. I think a possible reason for this is just because people are always trying to get the newest version of anything they enjoy when it comes out. It's kind of like an iPhone. You get a new one every year, and then when the new one comes out, the old one just becomes obsolete, even though the old one is just as fine or even better than the new one. I think Call of Duty should just come out with one big ass game or update and just make it a continuous game for 2 to 3 years at a time. But they never will because, money. But I'll wrap this up right here. So let me know your thoughts down below on why Call of Duty is just so popular and why people always buy these games year in and year out. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one.